Welcome to the Golden Age podcast. I am your host, JP. And in this podcast, we talk about being healthy physically, mentally, financially, and also spiritually. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to talk to you guys about the convention that I went to this past weekend for a company called Enagic. And really, what I want to talk about today is, first and foremost, what is Enagic? What is the company? Give some highlights from the convention, and then talk about what makes Enagic different as a company, then go on into the business opportunity that they offer, and lastly, just kind of finish with some key takeaways that I got from the convention. So go ahead, and if you're really interested in learning more about a company that focuses on health and also helping people be a little bit better off financially, this episode is going to be perfect for you. Also, just a little curious fact, today is my birthday, at least as of this recording. It is my birthday, turning 26 today. So I just want to begin by, giving thanks to the Lord for just making me someone that's very goal driven, purpose driven, and keeping me healthy, keeping me blessed, bringing all of these amazing people into my life. So thank you, God. Thank you for that. Thank you for all the people who are watching, who have been supporting me. And let's get this show started. Now, this convention that took place is for a company called Enagic, right? And this convention actually took place here in my hometown in Chula Vista at the very new hotel that we have here called the Gaylord Pacific. Really nice hotel, big hotel. And they just finished building it like I think a month ago. Actually, they just inaugurated it, so that was really cool. And I know last year the convention they held it in Okinawa, Japan. That this company is based out in Japan, so being their 50-year anniversary, I'm sure that's why they hosted it out there. But this year, for their 51st anniversary, they held it here in Chula Vista, which I thought was really awesome. And to me, it's like, well, what excuse do I have not to go? Right? If my excuse last year was, that I couldn't pay for it financially, like this year, what is my excuse? So I bought my ticket to go to the convention, and honestly, I'm so happy that I did that. It was a great time. I learned a lot, got to see top performers in the company, and it kind of rekindled that that drive that I had when I initially got into the company. So, just to give a brief explanation into the company, Enagic is a Japan-based company that's been around for over 51 years, and they've been specializing in water technology and wellness. They are the makers of the Kangen Water machines, which produce electrolyzed, reduced water, basically high-quality alkaline water that's rich in antioxidants. Now, the company's mission is rooted in the concept of true health, which means physical, financial, and peace of mind. Now, they don't just sell machines, they also promote a complete lifestyle that focuses on longevity, holistic wellness, and financial freedom. Now, Kangen water is produced through a process called electrolysis, if that's how you say it, or electrolysis, something like that, right? Which changes the pH level of your tap water. Now, you can get different types of water that have different uses as well. So you can have your drinking water, there's the beauty water, the strong acidic water for cleaning, and it also hydrates you better and tastes better. And this water and the machine is backed by decades of research. Now, their flagship product is the K8, which is actually the one that I own as well. And the K8 uses 8 titanium coated plates and is known for producing the strong antioxidant water. It is also certified as a medical grade device in Japan and used in hospitals and clinics. And now what's really cool about this is that it doesn't just make alkaline water, it makes 5 different types of water. right? Which is going to be good for drinking, cooking, cleaning, and skincare. Now, something that really stands out about this machine is how it helps you replace a lot of those single use plastics. It helps reduce toxins in your home, and it supports your health naturally. Now, when I started learning more, it made me realize we don't just need to drink more water, but we need to drink better water. And Enagic not only makes the K8, right? They have older models as well, but they also have started with a lot of new other products in their line. They have their turmeric that they make in pill, tea form, and also they have now Wagyu beef. They have the EMGUARD, which is going to help neutralize all EMF around us. I actually just ordered mine. They also have the Anespa shower unit, which is awesome because it gets rid of all those toxins and the chlorine that is in our water when you're showering. So they have a lot to offer. And they're not just a water filter machine company. They have a lot that they're offering and that they're also like constantly just trying to improve to serve better everyone here. And the thing that I like about this company a lot, me being a personal trainer, is that it's all, at the end of the day, it's focused around your health. Now, for some highlights about the convention, the one thing that really just amazed me was seeing all of these people around the world that were in this one spot, in Chula Vista for this convention for a company that is focusing on changing health around the world. And I kid you not, there were people from Australia, the Philippines, Malaysia, from China, from Japan. There's people from India, people from Turkey, from the middle, other countries in the Middle East, from Nigeria, from France, from London, or the UK in general, Italy. We have people from Canada, obviously, a lot of people from the US, and people from Mexico, Brazil, Colombia, these other Latin American countries where, sometimes money is actually kind of scarce. So just getting there and seeing all these people from different places, to me, it's like, wow, this company is actually like really big around the whole world. And that's considering that, the company is barely scratching the surface right now of what this industry is going to be. And it's always interesting how to see, when you see how other people from other cultures and other countries, how they react and how like they are so happy to be here, to be part of the convention. People who went to Japan last year, like they believe so much in this company and the products that they make that they're willing to spend that money just to come for a convention. And there's a lot of us like myself that I kind of like at first was like, shoot, $300 for a ticket, and that's for something that's in my backyard, right? Like being there and seeing these people super excited and passionate about the company just made me realize like, damn, like this is a legit company that's really changing lives, and I'm just blessed to be here taking all of this in. Now, they also had speakers from different parts of the world that are absolutely crushing it. And for example, one of the speakers, he is from India. And the crazy part to me is like, here in the US, we can market and kind of like just promote our stuff on social media, but apparently in India that's illegal, right? So over there, it's all about word of mouth. And this guy's a 6A, he was a 6A2 dash, I don't know what, which means he's made a lot of sales And a lot of this is like, again, word of mouth. Like, in a sense, we have it so easy here, and these people in other countries that have more restrictions, that probably financially they have more struggles or more barriers than us, they're making it happen. So having those people speak was awesome. Now, I was there was I mean, shoot, there wasn't like I wouldn't say there was one speaker that I was, I would say that was my favorite talk, because a lot of these speakers, like, actually they all did a great job in each thing that they were talking about. We had some speakers that were, if I'm not mistaken, um well, they're from Asia, but they were talking about the EMGUARD, and they just absolutely blew my mind as to how the EMGUARD is going to keep families safe from radiation, from the computers that we use, from our cameras, our phones, everything in here. Which, once I get my EMGUARD, I'm actually going to do like a live demonstration right here as to how much radiation is actually surrounding me. And I have all this technology in my room, and little did I know that that's actually also messing up my sleep, right? So stuff like that we don't even know, because the radiation and the waves for all that, we don't see it. We can't really like touch it or anything, but it actually is messing with our bodies. And especially now that we live in a world that's so digital, that, to me, that presentation was just mind blowing. And then the other presentation that I really liked, the training that I liked, was from one of the top producers in Italy. He's an Italian guy, Giordano. Awesome dude. Gave you, step by step what you need to do. And his story was awesome, because how he had to basically restart because he did not make a great name for himself back in his home country. And then we had Colton, who's up in LA, who's actually in charge of the group that I'm in for Race to Freedom, who also, like, he got into this company not really like knowing that he was going to make it his career. And he gave great actionable steps on how to basically grow your network, how to be a good entrepreneur, being coachable and all that stuff. Now, at the convention, some other things that I thought was really cool was how they gave a full on training about the EMGUARD, because it's a new product. They gave a training on the Kangen Air, which are the purifiers. They introduced the Wagyu beef jerky. Man, when I tell you that was good, it was good. I bought 2 bags and I finished both of them on the same day. They talked more about, the Wagyu beef in general, now that they have a farm here in California. They talked about about the resort that they just opened up in Japan, and how they bought the golf course here in Chula Vista as well. So it was really cool just to see how much this company is actually growing, you know, and that only comes to show that this company is not like a little small scam type of thing. It's a company that's been around for 51 years, constantly looking to grow. Now, what makes this company a bit different from others, like I just said right now, they have been around for 51 years. Like, this is a company that started in Japan, and little by little they started expanding across the earth. And they have offices in over 20 countries, and they're still looking to expand. Obviously, every country is different. They have different restrictions, but they've been slowly expanding in each market. And one thing that really stands out about, for example, the K8 is that it's actually an FDA registered medical device. It's also ISO certified. And so in Japan, this machine it's actually a medical grade machine that they use in hospitals over there. Not only that, like this company, they don't outsource the production of their products. Like they build everything in house, which is great because they can control the quality of their products. Now, this company not only does it focus on helping you improve your health physically, they're focused also on helping all of their distributors be financially healthy, right? They have a great compensation plan. They have a patented commission structure that pays out, in my opinion, pretty well. And if you have a great team around you, it's actually not that bad. Obviously, like any network marketing thing, you got to put your work into it. But this company is actually really solid. And for the fact that they've been around for so long, it's awesome. And if you think about it, they got early into an industry that barely right now is going to start taking off. We're at a point where you're so early to get into this, because if you think about it, like many of you before watching this, unless I had already spoken to you before, didn't know about Kangen Water, right? You didn't know about the importance or like the benefits of drinking water that is rich in hydrogen, water that's actually easier for your body to absorb, right? This is something that there's been other companies that try to mimic what this company is doing. And I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's even these little bottles, like maybe the size of this, that you turn on a switch and it like adds hydrogen to your water. But that's all just kind of like, honestly, it's just people trying to make money off of you on a cheap product, right? Where these machines actually have been proven to last for about 30 years, at least 20, if not 30. So you're not only buying something that, is going to change your health, but you're buying something that's going to last you. And the install is actually not hard. You can take it with you whenever you move. It's a great product. And that's just the K8. Like, that's not even talking about all the other products that they have. Now, going a little bit deeper into the business opportunity, because I started talking about this a little bit. Enagic, as it is a direct sales company. And they have a very unique compensation plan. Like I said, it's patented. So there's no other company that has the same compensation plan. This is not an MLM. As much as people want to say it is, it's actually not. First of all, like someone below you can actually outrank you, because on a typical MLM, a lot of people will recruit other people to kind of build up their business for them and just make money off of them. Where here, like, there's actually certain like personal numbers that you need to hit in order to rank up. Now, the other awesome part about this is that you don't have to reset every month, and you're not always chasing, this crazy number of sales every month to try to rank up. Like once you hit a rank, you hold that rank, whether you leave the company for 2-3 years and don't sell anything, and then you come back, you hold your rank, which is awesome in my opinion. Plus, like, you can have multiple accounts, so you can actually build up different accounts, up to 6A, which would be really cool. And you can take advantage of that. That way, like when you buy a product, you can save some money on it by, getting a commission from yourself. And the nice thing about this is, like, you don't need to buy the products and hold them. You just order them and they'll be delivered, right? So there's no inventory that needs to be saved up or anything. And I would say overall, it's pretty easy to order. Some of the new products, definitely, it takes a little bit. There's what would I say? There's not like, it's not that easy to order online. You have to fill out forms and stuff like that because they're not available in the U.S. yet. But overall, the process is pretty simple. They have payment plans, which is great. Now, in my personal experience in this business, when I first got into it, I purely got into it because of like the health benefits of the product. I didn't really have an intention of selling anything. If I did, that was cool. Happy to receive a check, whatnot. Who isn't, right? But as of lately, I've been looking more into it. I've been learning more about the company. I definitely believe a lot in the mission that they have, and to me, this is a great extra income. So now, finally, for the past maybe like 2-3 months, I've decided that I'm gonna dedicate more time to this because one, we have a great product, and these products actually will improve your health, right? So me being a personal trainer, it's perfect because that's what I want to do. I want to help people change their health. Now, this is not going to be for everyone in terms of business, but you know, if you're someone that likes network marketing, that you like being into sales, you have a good following, you have a good reputation, you know, I would definitely invite you to learn more about the company and about the products that they have because these products are legit. They're made to last. And again, you're protecting families, you're keeping them healthier, you're helping them become healthier. So right now, like I'm just starting with this, trying to get into it. I brought my mom into it, and so we're at the beginning stages, really, of growing this. And I'll probably share with you guys as time goes by, like any struggles that I've had, any successes that I've had, and kind of what steps that I've been needing to take, stuff that I've been needing to improve, and whatnot. But I think the one thing that I really learned and got from this convention was the ability to have more time and freedom through this company as you rank up and as you build your business and bring other business builders with you. Right? I think that's the reward, right, that you can get. Or even if you're just doing this part-time, but like getting those extra checks that help you pay down your bills. I mean, why not? Right? Of course, you got to pay down your initial investment, but dude, like any business that you start, there is some type of initial investment in it, right? Me as a personal trainer, if I buy any equipment, if I gotta pay rent to the gym, I gotta pay my softwares that I use. Anything that you start out as an entrepreneur, there's always some type of initial investment. Now, just thinking about some of the bigger insights that I got from this convention, the first one I would say is definitely the opportunity with the EMGUARD, the opportunity to protect our homes. Because if you guys think about it, how many more electronics do we have now that we didn't have before? And if you're someone that has kids, especially like little kids, babies, like I think you guys know this as well, but their skulls, they're not fully developed. And this actually affects children more than it affects adults, right? So the opportunity with the EMGUARD is huge. It's huge in terms of, how much you can make with it. And it's huge in terms of how much we can actually protect our families from something that we don't see, from a danger that we can't see physically, right? But it's actually messing with our bodies. That was my like first like biggest wow from the event. Another key takeaway that I got, and this one I got from Giordano's talk, was starting out, really all you need is 1 hour a day where you focus and dial in, where you take actionable steps for an hour a day so that you can talk to people, start building relationships with people, educate them, share information with them, share some water with them, and then invite them over to a demo, right? And if you're doing this, every day for 1 hour, you know, yes, you need a little bit of luck, and yes, you know, you need to start building a higher net, um, higher, how would you say this, like a network with a little bit on the higher end, right? But if you're doing this consistently for an hour a day, there's no reason why you should run out of prospects, why you should run out of people to follow. And the next part, I mean, for me, it's pretty easy because it already goes in line with what I'm doing right now. But you know, posting on social media, sharing, giving social proof, you know, sharing with you guys about my day, sharing about how this water has absolutely helped me, helped my family, help others. You know, using your social media to grow your following, to really create that connection with people, create some trust with people. And then lastly, I would say from Colton's talk, you know, he gave 4 traits that all great leaders need to have. And those are coachability, your network, willingness to bend over backwards, and your influence. Right. And really reflecting if, you know, you as a leader, as a person, which one of those traits do you have? Do you have all 4? Do you have just 1, 2, or 3? And how can you improve on building up those traits that you don't have? Right. Because yes, you can build this business on your own. You know, you could sell to other people, but at the end of the day, you know, when you have a team that you can build up, that you can support them, and you can build a community, not only are you going to do better, but you're going to be able to help out more people as well. And I think also, like, that goes with, you know, if you're trying to help other people, you got to find someone to help you. You got to find a good mentor for you, right? You got to find someone that's having success in what you want to do. And you might not have the same mentor for everything, right? For me, I have a mentor for my gym business, and he also happens to be my mentor in this business because I learned from him about this. But you know, I've had other mentors for different things in my life. So that's also important, I think, you know, realizing that you need to find someone that's already successful in what you want to be successful in. And you know, that might offend friends and family because they think that they know everything about what you want to do. And odds are they probably don't, unless they do what you want to do. Now, just to kind of end today's episode, you know, I'm not trying to make it too long. I would definitely say if you're someone that either A, you know, you want to improve your health, this company offers great products that can help you take care of your health. And I would definitely encourage you to look into it, get more information. Yes, you're going to run into information saying that this company is a scam, blah, 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 blah. There's always going to be that out there for anything. But if you come and speak to me, you know, or speak to someone that's actively in this company, that they have the direct resources from the company, you can get better information from that, right? Now, if you maybe want to have your own business, right? You want to be able to take tax write-offs by starting your own business. This is also a great opportunity for you to do that. Or if you just want to, you know, if you're good at network marketing, you know, you have a good following, you have a lot of people who follow you and trust you, this is also a great opportunity to add on to whatever you have going on, right? So not only are you going to make money, you're going to improve your health, you're going to improve other people's health, right? And that, I think, you know, if you can make money doing something that is going to improve your health and help other people's health improve, then that brings you peace of mind, right? Which is exactly what the company is aiming for: physical health, financial health, and peace of mind. So just to end this officially, this company has offered me a great opportunity, and I truly believe in what they're trying to accomplish, in their beliefs, and I truly believe in the products as well, because I've been using them and I have felt the improvement in my health. And I'm 26, right? I know a lot of people are going to run to excuse that they can't afford some of these products, or that they're, I don't know, in some type of tough finance situation, or maybe they're just skeptical about it. They're worried about what other people might say. I just want to remind you guys that I'm a 26-year-old that left their stable job to pursue his dream, to pursue the stuff that he loves to do, to start his own business. And one thing that I learned is to stop giving a damn about what other people think. If you believe in something and if you truly want to pursue that, you got to go for it. Because your biggest regret is not doing it. You're going to look back, you're going to be like, damn, why didn't I do that? So take a chance on yourself. There's always going to be people who are going to hate, but there's also going to be people who support you. And that's the thing that I've loved about owning my own business, is really seeing who are the people who support me and who are the people who want me to fail, which it's a blessing to see that. So thank you for tuning in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that I shared with you guys. If you want to learn more about the company, feel free to reach out to me in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram at NavyFitOfficer_JP. And thank you. Enjoy the rest of your week. God bless. Take care. Peace out.